this is officially the biggest third wheel situation I think I found myself in this this profession, because you're both just have this lovely chemistry on screen.
Well, thanks, Mike. It's lovely to meet you.
Do you see this tie? It's the only thing I have left from my last relationship.
Why don't you leave it here? A nail, perfectly placed. So look at that.
It's like art in a gallery.
Geraldine, you come from more of a comedic background, whereas Dacre, you have more of a dramatic line of work, but you come together in the Broken Hearts Gallery, and it's this sort of beautiful mix. And I was wondering, what was the best skill or habit that you learned from your opposing partner's discipline?
Yeah, I think I've spoken a lot about this today, but definitely Geraldine has this amazing ability to obviously improvise, and within this world or realm that I didn't come into it understanding anything about. So I kind of grappled onto that, and I was like, show me the way. And I think obviously she was extremely helpful in doing that, but most of all, letting my guard down to kind of make a fool of myself, which was something that I was really self-conscious about doing, especially in a karaoke scene. So that was a big takeaway.
And I think for me, Dacre gives all his characters so much thought, and he really prepares. And I think that was really cool and inspiring to see. Especially, I feel like you did work with props, and I was just like, wow, I did not go to drama school. This is a new level of serious acting here. So I feel like I was inspired by that.
What was your favorite improv moment of hers from the shooting?
I think I would just say, like, overall, it was just such an incredible opportunity to kind of go, oh my God, I can't improvise in an American accent. I think the first time I noticed it sort of vividly in my memory is up on the balcony. You know, that first time that we kind of have that chat up by that piece of wall.
Yeah.
And just kind of, we started going new places with the scene, and Geraldine was able to just pick up and go flying with it. And I think that was the first moment I was like, okay, I need to just study and learn from her, from Natalie, from all the other, like Arturo brought so many amazing options to every scene that I had with him. So I think that was a crucial turning point for me.
I can help with the hotel in exchange for gallery space.
Of course, we could use the help. You start tomorrow. Get us the coffee. Nothing with actual dairy. He gets really sensitive in his tummy. I hate both of you.
Say there was a Broken Hearts Gallery and you were there and X submitted something. What is the most embarrassing thing that you could think of? And what's the thing you'd be most proud of?
That someone submitted about me?
Yes.
I don't know what people have kept, but I'll tell you what I could submit. And
good,
I think they're both embarrassing. One of them is when I dated this guy in my early 20s in New York, and we would challenge one another to steal a piece of silverware from any restaurant or bar that we went to. And so it sounds like very klepto right now when I tell the story, but we did. So I have this like mismatched set of silverware that I have like carried with me from house to house, which is like so mortifying. And then I also, from one guy who I like really adored, but he was just like such a pretty boy, and I think he thought it was too good for me. I kept a tooth whitening tray, and I find that I don't have anymore, I will say. So I did get rid of that, but there you go. Kind of both embarrassing.
All about letting go today.
You need some sexual Listerine. Why don't you wash the taste of Max out of your mouth with a fresh minty dick?
Geraldine, there's this very strong through line in Lucy's life with her best friends. And with just that amazing cast that you were working with, were there any special rituals or sort of bonding exercises you did to prepare for that?
You know, we were so lucky that we just clicked right away. We didn't have a chemistry read, the three of us, and we really just got on so instantly. And I mean, rituals, maybe we were singing Sweet But Psycho was on the radio constantly, and we just started singing it to each other like constantly. And at first sort of ironically, and then it got more and more serious, as that's what happens with pop songs. And then it got to a point where Natalie was like, we have to put this in the movie somehow. Like, well, okay, you guys can sing Sweet But Psycho in the karaoke scene. So really we were just preparing for that moment since day one.
I had read that you basically said that the reason you decided to direct this film is because you've gone through trial of fire moments your entire career. What was the greatest challenge through this particular trial of fire?
Oh, that's such a great question. I mean, I think that as a director, one of the most challenging things is just the balance of how much is going on every day. As a writer, you're always focused on the script and you're a shepherd of the story. And that's true for a director, but you're the shepherd of the story in service of a myriad of departments, asking a myriad of questions and making a myriad of decisions. And it's certainly a challenge. And it's obviously important to hire the right people and to really listen, but it's definitely a balancing act, and one that was challenging, but that I welcomed because ultimately it was really the most fun I've ever had in my professional life.
Was there any scene that when you were writing the script, it's like, yes, this is wonderful, this is perfect, but then you got to the directing part of the portion and you thought, I think I need to cut this?
I think you never stop doing that. I think you do it in prep as you're finding locations. I think you do it in rehearsals as something that might have worked on the page is changing the second that like you put real bodies and real actors in that, and ooh, that sounded so good in my head, but not quite funny coming out of someone's mouth. And then it happens again in post when the scenes that even though you love might not quite work for the story, or might be too long, or might not get the laugh that you hoped that they would get, even though you think it's hilarious. So you're constantly, you're killing your darlings from beginning to end in the hopes that you make like one fabulous darling somehow in all of that.
Heartbreak is the loneliest feeling in the world, and the truth is, it happens to us all.
I think you should put your penis in his vagina.
Oh, I should put my penis in his vagina.